Good morning everybody and welcome to Gendera. Well, I've planted my first tree guild. Well, partial guild anyway, because I've got a plan to put another half over this side. But, so what I've planted in here is a mulberry tree which was growing in the aquaponics. My goodness, that got a lot bigger, a lot quicker than I was expecting. That was a bit of a mammoth job to move. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it survives, because the aquaponics is a very different growing environment to the ground. So I've dug a hole, I've put a heap of cow manure on it, and then some aged wood chips and bark and leaves and mulch basically down. And then I've got an elderberry, and I've got some chives for the goats, some rosemary and some oregano, which all are supposed to be very good at helping to prevent worms and get rid of worms. And as you can see, somebody likes it very much and is trying to get in. I'm hoping my welded mesh panel is going to be enough to keep my little darling out. So I'm going to put some cane mulch down over the top of all of this as well later, but somebody is being too helpful at the moment and is making it virtually impossible. So that was a huge mammoth job. So yes, that's my first tree guild set up. So yeah, I've got it next to two IBCs in the corner there, so hopefully that protects it from my darling animals from ripping it out completely. I want them to be able to eat it and forage from it, but only from the stuff that's hanging over the edge. I don't want them to kill the plant, which is something that goats are known for. And she already has done some damage because I didn't quite get that panel in time. And she's gone and ripped off some of the bark off the mulberry. I don't know if you can see it just there. So she got herself in there. Pesky little thing. I love her to bits. My 9-month-old son and boar Nubian cross. Her mum was a son and boar cross, and her dad was a Nubian. But she's a beautiful goat. She's very friendly, a little too friendly sometimes, and likes to get into mischief. So yes, so hopefully in time to come, years to come, this mulberry, assuming it survives, and the elderberry will produce some lovely berries and some lovely shade and forage for the goats and the cows and the sheep and the chickens and everybody else. And hopefully the herbs down the bottom will help to deter pests, as well as when they grow through the wire, the goats will be able to eat them, and it'll help to prevent parasites in the goats as well, so they can self-medicate basically. The rosemary should get huge. Yes. So yeah, now I've just got to keep some water up to this while it establishes, especially that poor mulberry. It's used to having water constantly. I probably should have cut back some more of the leaves. I halved some of them, but I'm just out of energy for this morning, and I've got to go feed the baby. So yes, very exciting. Finally got a tree in the ground. Yay. I've been trying to do this for 23 months. Things always take longer than you expect. And that's one thing I've learnt being on the land, is things always take longer than you expect. But yeah, so this is, the mulberry is no longer in the aquaponics. So we're now one step closer to getting those beds reorganised and shifted and moved and in position to where we want them to be. Everything's constantly in motion. Oh dear. Well, I will keep you updated on how my lovely mulberry tree goes in the near future. But yes, and I'll hopefully get this mulch this afternoon. Oh, I might not. I've got to take Matthew to the library for a homeschooling session. Oh well, it's all good. It'll get done eventually. And the mulch that's there is enough to absorb moisture anyway, so it should help it enough. And it's going to get a lot of shade from the on the ground level anyway, from the IBCs. So yes, it shouldn't get too much sun. And it's in autumn, so it's, again, sun's not going to be a huge problem for this, I don't think. But hopefully by summer, this will be a lovely, lovely tree and create some beautiful shade for the animals. It's already creating some lovely shade actually. I mean, look at that. Oh, this is just going to be a lovely spot for it. I'm very, very happy with how this has worked. I had planned on using dog wire here, but I think these panels are going to be a better option. And I don't have enough star pickets to hold the dog wire out. So my welded mesh panels will have to suffice for now. So instead of making chicken coops, they can make plant protectors. And hopefully my herbs don't get taken by rodents. I've had a few plants that I've planted decimated by rodents, which rodents could still get in there. Oh, hopefully they don't. Hopefully. But if they do, then we work with that and we cross that bridge when we come to it. So they won't take out the mulberry tree. Hopefully it copes well with being transplanted. I really should have transplanted it earlier. It got a little bit big, A, for me to handle, and B, to be in the aquaponics. So yes, but that's the update for today. Have a great day. Bless you.